So out there in Minnesota, back in the United States, Minnesota is trying to charge a woman with up to 30 years for possession of bong water. That's bong water, water in your bong. That's right, Jessica Besky, she was caught speeding in Minnesota, so they smell marijuana. Okay, they search her car. Now, marijuana has been legal for adult use in Minnesota since last year, but police can still give you a DUI for driving under the influence of marijuana. So they searched her car and they found a little marijuana. They also found a little bit of crystal meth. I'll give it to them, not a great move. And they found the bong with the water in it that eventually tested positive for marijuana and crystal meth, unfortunately. And they're going to charge her with a first-degree felony possession that carries a penalty of up to 30 years in jail and $1 million in fines. But what this woman had on her in that car is not enough to charge her for first-degree felony possession. That is dealer possession right there. That takes 50 grams of a controlled substance charge for that. So they didn't have enough, so what did they do? They included the 8 ounces of bong water into the charge that tested positive for meth. So they included all 226 grams of bong water as the total weight of methamphetamine in the car. Again, that is dealer levels, very high, and definitely it counts as a first-degree felony possession. Now, you might be asking yourself, how on earth does somebody go from 8 ounces of bong water to 8 ounces of pure crystal meth? Well, I'm going to tell you. So last year, the government of Minnesota decided to take a move and step a little bit back from the war on drugs, right? So the government decriminalized drug paraphernalia, even if it had residue in it, right? But there was a little tiny obscure law layered in there that they left out of the decriminalization bill. So there's a provision in state law that says any water that tests positive for a controlled substance is considered that controlled substance itself. It's the same as if you had the whole thing, the whole illegal substance yourself. So it is a bit of a ridiculous loophole, right? But prosecutors openly admit they use it to kind of bump up charges for somebody they're trying to nail. So this woman here, she says, hey, I just had paraphernalia on it. I'm cool. But they are charging her for possessing 8 ounces of pure methamphetamine. They even seized her car and $2,400 she had in cash on her, and they're keeping it. So the law also says they get to keep a car and any car that's transporting a controlled substance and any money made from the sale. And that's what they're calling it. But this woman said she was coming from a casino. She even had tax receipts to show that she won $2,400. And they're still keeping the money. It's against common sense, she says. It's against everyone's common sense. And I agree with her. So back in 2009, the court decided that bong water could be considered a drug mixture after a police officer told the judge, man, people are taking that bong water and they're drinking it to get high. They're even injecting that bong water into their veins. Really big drug dealers, they're dissolving crystal meth in water and they're taking it over the border and they're evaporating the water and reselling the meth. So after that whole story, the judge decided that bong water was a drug mixture. The governor even vetoed a bill that was going to exempt lower amounts of bong water. Then they didn't, then they did, and now the law says the bong water less than 4 ounces is exempt from the law. Anything over it is still considered a controlled illegal substance. It's a little bit crazy, but if you're going to Minnesota, just be careful with your bong water. Throw it out, drink it. I don't know what you need to do, but get rid of the bong water.